Silliman University, a prime Christian school where education builds competence, character, and faith in an environment of serenity, inclusivity, and natural beauty. The Silliman story began with one determined man, one dedicated educator couple, and one supportive community who, in their respective roles, helped build one educational institution that has grown into one of the best in the Philippines. The determined man was Dr. Horace Brinsmaid Silliman, a retired businessman and philanthropist who lived in Coho City, New York State. Over 100 years ago, in 1899, he requested the Presbyterian Board of Foreign Missions in Manhattan to open an industrial school for boys in the Philippines, in a location south of Manila. He would not take no for an answer and gave an initial fund of $10,000 to set up the school he had envisioned, to educate young people he would never meet in a faraway land that he would never see. The two dedicated educators were Dr. David Sutherland Hibbard and his wife Laura, a missionary couple that the board commissioned to establish and operate the suggested school. They were asked to choose a location in any of 3 provinces south of Manila. These are Cebu, Zamboanga, or Iloilo. Call it destiny. But while the couple was in Cebu, someone suggested that they do a side trip to nearby Dumaguete. They came, they saw, and were conquered, so to speak. The idyllic seaside town, the friendly and healthy people, and the able community leaders made the couple decide to set up the school in Dumaguete, which became its supportive host and partner community. Silliman University is now more than 117 years old. It is headed by its 13th president, Dr. Betty Cernal McCann. Installed in 2018, she is the first woman president following 12 male leaders, 3 Americans, and 9 Filipinos. Granted autonomous status by the Commission on Higher Education, or CHED, Silliman University is a CHED Center of Excellence for Nursing, Information Technology, and Teacher Education, as well as a Center of Development for Biology, Medical Technology, and Marine Sciences. Silliman University has been granted institutional reaccreditation by the Association of Christian Schools, Colleges, and Universities Accrediting Council, Incorporated. Institutional accreditation or reaccreditation is the highest accreditation award ACSCU can give to an educational institution. Silliman's offering of quality Christian education ranges from early childhood to postgraduate level. Its student population of 10,000 counts among the best performing students in the Philippines, and Silliman graduates are among the most sought-after professionals in the private or public sector. In the Visayas region, Silliman University is a recognized leader in community service, a trusted partner of government and non-government organizations. It has pioneered several community projects in healthcare, agriculture, information technology, Christian ministry and outreach, law and justice, governance, youth development, calamity and disaster response, education and training, service learning, and environmental protection. Silliman graduates have established their reputation beyond the Philippine shores. They are valued members of health, business, engineering, science and technology, education, communication, research, and other organizations in North America, Europe, Asia, and Australia. Several Silliman alumni have distinguished themselves through the decades, excelling and leading in their respective fields. Notable Sillimanians include Senator Lorenzo G. Teves in public administration, DepEd Secretary Leonor Mantoles Briones in civil service, Dr. Guy Lopez Caballo in music, Dr. Julio C. in business, Dr. Angel C. Alcala in the biological and environmental sciences, Drs. Edilberto and Edith Tiempo in literature, Director Eddie Romero in filmmaking and the arts, Dr. Romeo Ariniego in medicine, and Dr. Rolando del Carmen in legal education, to name a few. Silliman aims to provide whole-person education to every student through the interaction of 5 learning venues that it dubs as the 5 C's of Silliman Education: the classroom, the church, the cultural center, the athletic courts, and the community. The classroom includes the university's academic programs, facilities, faculty, and methods of instruction. Silliman University's 19 colleges, institutes, and schools offer some 140 programs, most of which have attained the highest level of accreditation from PAASCO and ACSCU, two accrediting bodies recognized by CHED. The Silliman faculty is an assembly of highly qualified professionals and academics whose expertise is recognized not only in the country, but also in North America, Europe, and other parts of the world. Visiting, exchange, and adjunct professors from the university's international partners bring in global knowledge. Silliman faculty do not only teach, they model and they mentor. The church is the heart of the Silliman campus, and Christian faith is the foundation of Silliman Education. Beyond developing her knowledge and skills, the student at Silliman develops her capacity to serve fellow human beings. Activities for nurturing the faith, worship, fellowship, and service engage the student year-round. Nevertheless, church activities are designed and organized observing spiritual inclusivity and respect for differences in religious persuasions. The courts refer to athletic activities and competitions. Physical activity is deemed as important as mental activity at Silliman. Facilities for different ball games, swimming, contact sports, archery, and rowing have been developed and opportunities arranged to explore students' potentials. Several Sillimanians have ruled the courts in their time, such as Mark Javier, the lone Filipino male archer at the Beijing Olympics, archers Jennifer Chan and Lisa Ignalaga, and ninth grader Nicole Tagle, long jumper Simeon Toribio. Silliman has long been a leader of arts development in the country. Its programs in music, dance, theater, and visual and literary arts have produced some of the best artists in the Philippines. The Silliman University National Writers Workshop, the longest-running literary workshop in Asia, has been ongoing for almost 60 years. Its founders, Drs. Idilberto and Edith Tiempo, are two celebrated Filipino writers in the English language. In recognition of Silliman's leadership in the development of culture and the arts, generous donors have gifted the university with cultural facilities such as the Claire Isabel McGill Luce Auditorium, dubbed as the Cultural Center of the South, and the Ariniego Arts Gallery. Social inclusivity and continuing involvement in the larger community characterize Silliman Education. Students are challenged to test theories and principles through actual community work in service learning, an approach that combines reflection with participation in community-based projects to achieve specific learning outcomes. It enables the student to develop a more integrated understanding of theory, practice, and values. Students apply the service learning approach for community-based learning in business development, education, healthcare, legal management, disaster response, and environmental advocacy. Silliman University promotes a service learning approach to provide quality social engagement between the student and the community to develop critical thinking, civic responsibility, and leadership, as well as to strengthen the values of service and compassion.
Come to Silliman if you're seeking opportunities for growth and excellence in every dimension of your life. Be enriched by its holistic and responsive educational program with a Christian orientation. Find yourself in a learning community of highly qualified faculty, dedicated staff, supportive alumni, and exciting co-learners. Feel close to God in the beauty and splendor of the Silliman campus.
Silliman offers education for total human development, an education that is fulfilled in 3 ways. 1, it promotes the convergence of knowledge from various disciplines and areas of learning. 2, it encourages inclusiveness as well as diversity, the acceptance of everyone who comes through Silliman's portals, regardless of culture, class, or creed. And 3, it deepens the spirit of service and widens Silliman students' sense of responsibility to embrace their community, their country, and their planet.